Why do you always have no money? How to become richer? And what is the secret of the rich? Watch this video to the end, and I assure you, in the head, a little more. Everyone needs money. Who do not ask? Everyone wants to be rich and eat good food. But the vast majority of all life is in a suspended state, when money is barely enough, just to get to the paycheck. And if there are any savings, it is a very tiny amount, which is enough for a couple of times to go to the store with a bag. Are rich people any special? Maybe their paychecks are bigger or they spend less. It's like everyone's the same. So why do some people have money and others are in debt? Let me give you an example. I went to a school and every student there had a monthly stipend. All of them without exception. This amount varied literally by a few thousand, which did not play a role. But approximately, we received about $100. I did a little legitimate business in my spare time. I will not create a secret. I painted portraits to order and received for one job about $10. This money I did not skip, but saved, and after a while I saved up $250. As now I remember this figure, and I came up with a brilliant hackneyed idea to lend money at 10% a month. To one person, I borrowed from $10 to $50. Things started to happen. By the end of the year, I was lending out $100 on the course. Almost everyone owed me money. Some owed more, some owed less. Now the question is, why did I have 10 times as much money as my classmates? The scholarship was the same. Let's break it down. First thing I did, I wrote down my income and expenses. Every time, before receiving a scholarship, paycheck, whatever you want to call it, I took a notebook and a pen and wrote down the amount of my income. Then I deducted all the mandatory expenses, haircuts, internet, food, etc. Then I wrote a small amount in the set aside column. That's the money I would save. Next, I would put the same amount into a reserve. This is money that can be spent in an emergency, when a code red comes up and there's nowhere else to go. And last of all, whatever was left over, I'd put into entertainment. I could do anything I wanted with that money. I could spend it on anything. This amount is for your vacation. To summarize this point, I counted the money, allocated to 15 to 20 items, and only at the end, what was left to spend on entertainment. I even had a gift item I saved for gifts to relatives in advance throughout the year, so that then under the new year do not think about where to get money. I still do that now. Second, I didn't take out loans. If you take someone else's money, you have to pay back your own. Loans are evil. Let them tell you from all the screens that it's not bad, and everyone lives like that. Don't listen. It's financial alcoholism. You take it once, then you get used to it, and you'll always owe someone. Bank, neighbor, friends. If you get hooked on the credit needle, there will always be a firmware in your head that you can skip everything to a penny and then re-borrow until payday. Why think about how to earn more if you can just go and take a loan? In short, this is the morality of beggars. Next, an important point, earn more than you spend. This is an axiom. Spending should be commensurate with your income. There's nothing to buy expensive stuff if you earn below average. Brag not about brands, swag, or an expensive phone. Brag about your bank account and high income. I myself am a lover of expensive appliances. I don't have a cheap phone and a car, but all these things I could afford to buy easily, and not to think that I would then have to find where to get money to pay the loan. When I took an expensive computer for work, calculated for how long it will pay off for me and how much I will earn on it. And I bought it not from my earnings, but from the money that I brought me a channel in the social network VKontakte. At that time, I was still engaged in Publicis and only flew into YouTube. Well, and the last important point, create savings. It's all good, of course, when there is a decent income, but life is not a stone. Everything is constantly changing. There are a lot of variables that don't depend on us. Set aside money so that you can cover all your basic needs if necessary and wait out the storm. Keep that reserve money in a place that you don't have quick access to, so that you won't be tempted to break the piggy bank and squander all the money on a gift for a new girl who's going to dump you anyway. Guys, think with your head, count your money, earn and save for a rainy day. Sunset comes when you're not expecting it. See you later.